Alright, that should be it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to today's madness. Updates about me, my health ain't doing so good, so we are going to do something else today. I have diabetes, I need to make sure I keep track of my glucose, and I am too lazy to write stuff down, so I'm going to make my own app. Well, I've already made my app, but there are things we need to add to it, and I want to do that today on stream. So let's get right to it. Right now we have a, well, general welcome page that shows all the measurements of today. We have an add measurements page, which we're on now, and we have a analysis page with a beautiful graph of all the different measurements through all different days. Beautiful. So right now, I got the basics already working here. Right now we need to add medication and meal types, and not as in breakfast, dinner, lunch, but more like before eating, after eating, or no eating involved. And then we also need to add medication, long term, short term, and how much. So it's going to be a doozy. We're developing for Android and Windows. Windows will be the generic database, which will store measurements for the long term, and Android will have a SQLite database for, well, keeping everything all together. So let's continue on. Right now, I'm in a process of adding buttons to select the correct meal type. And I have been fidgeting with this, and in the end I just want, let's just paint it. No, go away. There you are. There is my brush. Oh, I am already on the brush. So what I want is just 3 buttons right next to each other. Beautiful. Button. Button. And another button. So, before meal, after meal, no meal, bad, nice. And then we have the save button right here. Save bands. Interesting. I only got some images for this. Why? Because it looks nice. It looks nice. So right now these are normal buttons, and that doesn't really work because you can't tell what you just selected. So I think I want a radio button instead. Look. So it depends. So we need to also bind this somehow, and I haven't yet decided how I want to do that, I think. Unless... No. I made one for medication. I did not make one for the meal type yet. So let's add a enum for meal type. Add, where is it? Here. Add class. Meal type. Make it public. None. Oh, it's not a class, but it's an enum. None before meal and after meal. That's already fine. Then our measurement class needs to actually get this with it. So meal type, which is not exactly nullable, but it has a default of none. And then we need to figure out how we're going to bind this together. So binding is on measurements dot meal type. Maybe. You can set a value. Property sets? Sets property? No? Okay. We'll figure that one out later. It's probably not is checked, is it? Actually, let's just start with this. Contents, image. Oh, the radio button does not have an image with it. Does not have an icon. Content is something. It's an object. Something property. It doesn't really care what it is. But that probably won't work my way. Let's get the docs real quick, because I was already doing some research on this. Oh, so content accepts multiple content types. Okay, so we can do radio button dot content and then add an image. The source is what is it? It's apple whole, as this is before meal. Oh, can't specify content twice. So, content apple meal. That means that you can be commented away. And then what does this? How does this look? The nice thing about MAUI is that if it works on one device and is all in shared code, it will work on the other. That's one very big button. Oof. Width request and the height request. Max width. Max height. Does it scale on the button itself? It does. That's good to know. That is good to know. So with that, we can get you out of the way. Doesn't really look right black on the dark background. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine for now. So that one, that's that one. And I guess we can just copy this over. Let's say Apple Core. And say... Did I import the thing yet? Yeah. Cross. That way, this one is done. Let's take a look. Close enough. Almost. Whole Apple. Something isn't right here. We are on a horizontal layout. Unless it only copies resources that are referenced. Oh yeah, it just did something weird. That's fine. Let's put some space into it. 0, 5, and then to each other. See, you can zoom in here. No. Well, I mean, getting some space does look nice. What's happening? There it is. 0, 5. No. Not margin, not over here. So what we'll do then instead is padding. Well, it should be margin, I believe. 0, 0. Maybe it is padding. 0, 0, 10, 0. That did not do what I wanted it to do. Neither. Oh, I can delete this padding. Grab and go up. Yeah, I'll keep it. This padding doesn't work, so it's margin. Then it gets kind of wonky. What is it doing? Kind of wonk right now. What happened? Well, I suspect it will all happen. Overly buttons. It does. So I wanted to see if you could kind of fix it with the height requests, but that doesn't really work properly. Okay, we'll come back to that. Let's first set the binding. There's a binding context. There's not accept commands. How do the docs say this works? Associate values with radio buttons. There's a value. That's fine. I reckon you can get the value. Check changed. Group name. So we group them together. So I guess we can group them together. Group name equals... It equals something. There's a plane coming overhead. Oh man. The group name would be Neil type group. I can type, promise. Give that to all of you. Now would there be a good way to check if it changed? Selection. Oh, interesting. So a container has a radio button group property for radio buttons. So radio button group of group name equals meal type group, and these can get out of the way. Selected value is binding. So let's go back and we say radio button group selected value, which is then a binding to measurements dot mule type, and the value for these would be 0, 1, and 2. In that case, this one, the cross, equals 0. I hope this works, because I don't know how to get this object, which I don't know which type this is. Yeah, type object, to whatever enum it's supposed to be. Let's see, this is after, so this is value 2 and this is value 1. In theory this binds, and otherwise more research required. Visual states. Oh boy. Appearance, disable radio button. That's not really interesting. So let's see what this does, and if it even works like how I want it to. So probably add a check for measurement. Yeah. Maybe I bind this to its own property. Yeah, I'll bind this to its own property. Public, what's called meal type. And then we make a meal type field, private meal type field. And we get meal type. That's kind of weird. Just do it like the rest of us, please. Meal type equals value and on property changed. Actually, we do this with set property. This one, and we do not need to do the check. Expression. Do it like this, please. Okay, so we have this with meal type, with field ref, and that thing also calls property change. Yes, it does. So back on this one, we bind to meal type. Can I give it a data type of meal type? Do I have what's it called? Meal type? Data type? No, I don't. Unless local. There's medication. Glucose data. Glucose.data. Your data type should then be meal type local. Let's see if this binds. If it does, I'm a very happy person. I don't think this will bind on its own immediately, but we'll see what happens. Binding failures, null. Mismatch between meal type and the current binding context. Okay, so it doesn't like this one. That's okay. Add measurement. Find context. No conflicts yet. Didn't bind this to anything, did I? Let's see. Let's set a breakpoint here on set. Let's just see what happens. I think I did it wrong. Yeah, look, cannot convert to that. Okay, we need a type converter. How does that work? I know you can do it in theory, but I don't know how that works in practice. No clue. Change state, no values on buttons. That's based on the button. I guess this is fine. We could just ask the save method what the answer was, and then just parse 0, 1, 2 to an integer and then back to whatever. That's not my favorite way to do it. But if we must, that is fine, I think. Oi, get back here. Use that as an image, blah blah. Stick to identified. Okay, that doesn't really work, does it? Authentication, we'll do that later. You know what? Let's ask Google. So MAUI radio button enum value. WPF, that's fine. I need a converter. Sounds good to me, Chief. So, radio button, as it states, it wants me to write a value converter. Oh, do I have to? Okay. I don't want to, but I think I have to. Is checked binding on the enum converter. That's a resource comparison converter and convert parameter, and this is your converted value. Lots of edits. Your very lovely enum. Beautiful. Enum boolean converter. I mean, that's kind of what I want. Let's just see what happens. Converters. Add a class. What's called an enum boolean converter? Yoink. Somewhere in here. That did not work. Damn. I know how to fix this. I know what this should be. I can figure that out. It's a bindable property. bindable property. There it is. Value type, target type. Okay. The value target type, which is our type, which is our enum type. Parameter is the member we want to bind it to. The value is something. I don't know yet. Let's figure it out. So let's see if this works as advertised. Is checked. Binding to meal type. Converter. Resource. Does add this one. Converters. Oh, we should probably add that to the namespaces. Converters. Oh, close that. And then the converter parameter is our this is our value basically. I think. Oh. Let's just copy this over, because I think I did this wrong. Oh, let's see, what's this? It specifies it in the XML as a resource. Don't have that in my case. Binding path, your very lovely enum. What happens if I just press play now? Value is none. Specified by default. That didn't work. Okay. New plan. I'm going to do this old school because I don't really understand what's happening. And if I don't understand, it's probably really scary. Is checked. We're just going to put this in a callback method on before meal. Oh. Check changed. On before meal. Fine. Check changed. Drink. Check changed. Perfect. This is directly on this side, which I don't want. Oh, me and my clever ideas. Okay. What we can do is fake it. We're gonna fake it. We're gonna fake everything. So, this property is an integer. And field type shall then be passed back as an integer. And we cast value as a meal type. I'm pretty sure that works. And if not, well, no, it's kind of like magic, but it works. So these are all grouped up as specified by the radio button documentation. I think this is the default. Binding value binding. Hello? On meal type. Wait, what am I doing? There's something here I'm not seeing, and I'm not seeing what I'm not seeing. It's really weird. Really weird. Let's see if this thing. Calculation type. Acquired enum data type calculation. That goes from an integer to the enum. Maybe. this? This did not throw any errors. So we bind this to new type. Interesting. This is something I want to keep around. That does look nice. Binding. To meal type. Converter. Meal type to value converter. Respond to 1. This does look interesting. So I just need in the local, which is in data. Don't want to put it in data. Just threw my folder away. Public class. So it was close. Pro new not implemented. Let's first see what comes into this thing when it comes out. Because I'm not entirely sure. What reference is non-stop here? Okay. Data meal type and meal type. Oh, okay. Sure. Don't know what that was about. So let's see how this goes. Take a swig. Big error, big no-no. No property, bindable property, or event found for converter, or mix between type and value. Converter is a thing. Let's ask MAUI type converters, binding value converters. Static resource int to pool, and our converter was called int pool. No. Oh, it's based on a key. So my page declares a resource, adds the converter to its local resource. Interesting. So that's how that's supposed to work. So on our content page, resources, local, not local. I need a, I think I need a new one, yeah. XMS, almost, for that one. Converters. Converters. New type to value converter. New type to value converter. And then, because that's our key, we say static resource. That one. Is this what it wants? It hasn't thrown me out yet. The value is 0 and it came from initialize component. I think that's because measurement meal type defaults to 0, so I think that's fine. Target type. Hello? Value is 0, target type is unknown, parameter is 1. Culture in US. So which one of you is asking? Value is 0. Where did value come from? Initialize component, that means that the view model was instantiated. It creates this one. And meal type will indeed be 0. Okay, so I think I've figured out value. My guy, please. No. Value being 0, being the value it is now. Target type is what it should be. The type it should be. Parameter is what we are feeding into it, which is 1. So just need to know which way we're converting to. So if we convert back, or are we? This is 1. Hold on. This is 1. This was 0. Yep. This is object. So that means we have the initialized value enum type. And our first button. Okay. I know what's happening. I promise. Now I just need to find my previous thing. Because I deleted it. Damn it, Stack Overflow was right. Stack Overflow is always right. Don't be like me, kids. WPF knows all. Target type. So I think this is all we need. That's not what I was looking for. I was looking for this one. Yoink. Return an enum value as flag enum parameter. So value should be our enum type. This is not slightly confusing? Well, it's confusing because it's the first time. Two and 0. So what happens? Unable to cast this enum. Yeah, figured. Value 0. That's object. I saw something else. Let's see. Go to parameter, which is object. While 255 looks like a number because converts parameter is of type object, the XML parser treats it as a string. For this reason, value conversion includes a separate get parameter method that handles cases for parameter being type float, int or string. So I need a convert back. What happens if we put, if we cast it? So this is 1, but what if we tell our parameter, oi, you're an int now. Perfect. Target type. We know. This is an int, we just know. We already know this. Return meal type. Almost. Hold on. Isn't it as easy as this? Let's see. I highly doubt it, but let's see anyway. So it's a 1 that returns before meal. Now it's 2 which returns after meal. And now this is 0 which returns not. Okay. I can now press buttons. We have a debug, we have a breakpoint on convert back. It says convert, not convert back. Interesting. So value is 1, target type is unknown, parameter is 1, and culture is the same. So did that say? Oh, that's a 2. Interesting. So now that's set to that. What I want to know now is if it actually bound to this thing. Because I still don't know. Let's add a breakpoint here. Let's save, and then let's just see. New type 1. It works! What madness! Before meal. Yeah. What? Okay, it works, I don't know why. Because it's still kinda wonky. I'm missing a piece of information that bridges the gap between what's happening. But on the other hand, I can't be brought to care. Anyway, this works. So that means... Why am I here? Just to suffer? Yes, oh! Convert back. No idea what that's used for. This is fine. Just need to add it to measurements. I think we need to add everything back to measurement. Measurement timestamp is set. So we just say measurements. Meal type is meal type. And I think that's that. Okay. So with that one done, we can now go on to our medication. Short-term, long-term. Which I think will require the same idea. What I'd like to do is have a collapsible based on medication type, I think. Or I just use buttons, like those radio buttons, and then if either long or short term is selected, show a input field or whatever. And if selected, and if none is selected, then just don't enable it. That might work. Let's do that instead. That's much better. We have all of this. It was a nice idea, but that didn't work. Gonna get rid of the margin because that looks really weird. You. Okay, so if we are talking about, so what's the logical stream here? It's a numeric level. When did I measure this? Was it before or after a meal? And what did I do about it? So basically I want to copy this. Group name equals medication group binding to medication. Don't have that yet. Okay. So public in medication authentication services. Yes, exactly what I was looking for. Private, not an integer. Call this a medication equals medication. Yeah. Data medication none. And then we do all of that, which is perfect. More water. Okay. Just gonna copy this one in here and call this the medication type. Medication type. Medication. That is fine. Now, when do you convert back? I don't honestly know. Maybe it's when the view model or the backend sets a value. Could be. Not entirely sure. We'll just let it crash. It's fine. It's fine. If it's only my stuff, it's fine. If it works on hopes and prayers, it's fine. Finding on medication. I don't think actually this the selected value needs medication. Actually, it does. Never mind. 2. Need icons for that. I'll find an icon later. Icons aren't really interesting. What is interesting? 0, 1, 2. Zero, 1, 2. Should probably move these around as well. But this looks really weird. Yoink. Nailed it. Oh Nobody saw that. Medication. This would be the medic. Ooh, hold up. Need a new resource. For converters. Medication. Key. Well, the same one as that, but with medication. Medication. Yoink. Select all the things. Yoink them in there. Gun tag. Yes. You are absolutely correct. I think that works fine. Okay, so that works. Wait. The last one is selected. 0 and 2. New bug discovered. 0 and 2. Interesting. We'll figure it out later. Focusing on the last one. Which one? So, but, if we select one of these three, we also want a label for medicated amount. Oh, amount. Smooth. And we add to that an entry. Keyboard is numeric. Value, no, it's not. Where is it? Text binding. Text dot text is a binding to. Does measurements already have a medication amount? Yes. So this normally works fine. It's a questionable integer. I'm just wondering if this is going to get converted properly. We'll have to see. And now we need to bind entry, the visibility of entry to these two. That's why I was confused. Non full core, yeah. They do end on this. I don't know why, but I'll figure that later. Let's see how this looks on the emulator. Can't resolve that one, never mind. No. Good plan doesn't work. That happens, doesn't it? Okay. We're gonna stick with the Windows part for now. I'm just gonna throw out the Bluetooth thing. It was an experiment and it didn't really work. So if we say I had a 6.6 at lunch, which was at, what was it, 11:45, give or take, 6.6. I injected 14 in the short term for a meal. So what happens if I press save? What do I know? We had a 6.6. The type was none. That's not true. Medication is none. But we medicated 14. There were no notes, and the timestamp is today at 11:45. Yeah. Okay. So it doesn't quite work yet, unfortunately. Oh wait, that's because meal type has to be inserted. And I suppose we do the same with measurement medication. I wonder why this doesn't work with WinUI, the hot reload thing. So I had a 6.6 at 11:45 AM on a before a meal for short term, and I injected 14. So we go through that. Now what does measurement know? We had a 6.6 for a meal short term, medicated 14, and that was the time at 1:45. Yes. Oops. It's fine. That's exactly what happened. Okay. Actually, I'm really happy with that. Right. I need to get rid of some of these icons too. Resources. You can go away, you can go away. Apple Core, Hole and Cross, that's the one we're using. Those are the ones we're using. That's good. The Bluetooth thing I'm going to throw out. just stupid. Okay, so let's see how it looks on the emulators. Build failed. How? Oh, because that. Yeah, that's readable. Emulator. Still building. Loading all the things. Could probably turn it on. What is all of this? No. Bighorn. Oh. Interesting. So that happened. Oof. Okay. I did not see it coming. Is that because we're calling it PNGs? And these ones are like, and Android is like, that's not a PNG. Or it's not an SVG or PNG or whatever. Nope. Interesting. So it's not a raw asset. But why is it showing the name of this thing? That's so weird. I wonder if it does that on my phone too. What's happening? Does the rest work properly? So I have a 6.6. Nope. Oh no. What is this madness? The keyboard. It's killing me. I'm medicated. There it is. Yeah, show the keyboard. My guy. What? What is this? That's so weird. For a meal, short term, I'm medicated 14 say. Measurements. Formula short term 14, yeah. All is well. It just looks really weird. Times now, yeah. Okay, so it does work, it just looks funny. Now I'm curious if it does the same on my phone. And I kind of want to see that. So let's go to settings and connect real quick. Developer options. Wireless. Yoink. Oh. ADB connect. Connected. Android devices. Let's go. I'm really curious. Because that looks so weird. It's not that it can't find the image. It just doesn't know how to handle the image control. The madness. The absolute madness. It's taking its sweet time deploying. This is not that big, you know, you guys. Come on. Go faster. Now, after we've done all this, we also need to add this information to the analysis page, which should be really easy to do. Should be. Okay. Moment of truth. Add measurements. Why? Why? What is this? Interesting. It doesn't want to be added to these resources. I did not see that coming. MAUI Android image. Convert SVG to PNG files, therefore when adding it should be referenced with a PNG extension. Okay. Well, everything is a PNG. With a remote image, that's fine. Caching's not really a thing. Font icon. Not interested. Animated GIF. Why? What? Showing type name? Image is not showing on Android. I'm not using the toolkit. What? What is this? It did show the robot. Actually, I don't know if it showed the robot because I deleted that. Okay, let's go to the home page, which is this one. And in this scroll view, add an image with source being .NET bots. Hello? Oh, send them. Okay, fine. So that works. So it is referenced. What's happening? It is a MAUI image. Maybe it wants to be converted to PNG. Well, you can't exactly convert this to a PNG, but you know. This wasn't the tab I was using. SVG image not showing. This is downloading it. I don't get it. Yep. Resizing it? Mad. Absolute mayhem. So this one works. We've seen that. This works. But this one doesn't. Interesting. And I don't understand why. Does it have to do with something we did in here? Maybe. But no. That is fine. Content is that. Oh, well. Wow. Totally confused. Maybe there's a package I can get. Only for logging. Awesome. Well, that's something I need to figure out later. Wouldn't even know where to start right now. We have alternate text. And the images. MAUI image. Alternate text. Does not have this function. Interesting. Oh. Okay. In that case, I'll just add a label to this. None. Label. Before meal. My phone just said copy to clipboard. After meal. None. Short term and long term. Let's deploy that because I do want some kind of a no add method defined on that. I know. Interesting. Someone is being silly. I don't like it. So it can't have more than 2 things. Interesting. Is that really how that works? Well, it started deploying. Deploying. It's taking its time. Give it a moment. And then we'll move on to Unity, because that's way more fun. It is deploying. So go to Unity Hub. We'll get that started. My guy, how long can this take? There it is. Amazing. Thinking about it. Add measurement. Interesting. Whoa. Oh there. So radio button content will always show not the rendered content, it will show the name of the thing. It will show the name of the type. Why? Why is it like this? Oh. There must be a bug for this. MAUI Android radio button. Maybe there is something for Android. When the radio button content is assigned a view, it will be displayed on supporting platforms, iOS and Windows, while unsupported platforms will fall back sooner. Why? Is assigned a view. Is a label a view? I don't think so. Derived from label. I don't like this. I don't like this anymore. Let's ask. Label, show me your madness. Partial class. Amazing. So okay. Okay. I'm fine. I promise. Oh. Okay. So I guess that this doesn't work for some reason. control template is applied to a radio button, a view can be assigned to the radio button content property on all platforms. But why? 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 Ugh. Okay. Okay. Doesn't want to do that. Okay, fine. So we do it like this. Contents. Or does it have text? No. Contents equals none. There. Okay. Apparently that's how it's supposed to go. Unless we define our own radio button control. And a control template is applied to a radio button. And I need to figure out how these things work. Oh boy. A view can be assigned on all platforms. C. Redefine radio button appearance. Handlers to utilize native controls on spot platforms. However, radio button visual structure can be redefined with control template so that radio button objects have an identical appearance on all platforms. This is possible because the radio button inherits from the templated view. The following shows redefined. Okay. Radio button. In this example, the visual structure defined for each radio button is replaced with the visual structure defined in the control template. And so at runtime, the objects in the control template become part of the visual tree for each radio button. In addition, the content for each button is substituted into the content presenter defined in the control template. So Android buttons are just stupid. Okay, that's really good to know. So we add a resource. I do want my image back. So we add a new resource called a style resource. Yoink. And we just get a little view. Yeah. Content. content can only be set once. But we are setting it once. More magic. We do have our thing, which is great. But it can only have one item in it. For now, I think that's fine. Oh. Do as I say, not as I do. I'll just look at my phone. Perfect. It's amazing. Doesn't update on the thing anymore, but works good enough. Works well enough. Add. It's taking a while. Suspicious. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So right now I just need to find a new image for long and short-term medication. But that's fine. Looks kind of wonky with the white background. Let's see if we can even find it. Oh here. Background color. That wasn't so hard. Please tell me you have it transparent. Yes. I wonder. Oh. Do you have a color picker these days? Nope. Silly bastards. Them sillies. That's fine. Okay. Hard stuff done. Let's have Copilot describe what the hell we just did. It's always fun. I'm too lazy to do this on something that doesn't really need messages. Good enough. Let's go. Perfect. So now I want to move on to something else. And I want to move on to Unity because I have Lisa, my amazing AI buddy, right here doing the T-pose. And I have been experimenting with the new generative models from Unity, especially when making simple, silly animations. If I can't draw stick figures, I can't animate 3D objects. Only if they fall, which is a simulation, not an animation. Oh, I can remove this connection. So, I have a wave high, and well, actually I should start at the beginning. I have my control panel, and I want, and Lisa is controlled by the control panel, and the control panel can send commands for specific things, and one of these things is triggering animations. So yesterday I made a quick test. I have a wave animation. I generated this using Unity. My guy. Please, thank you. So. Yoink. And it's real simple animation, it just waves. Goes up, goes down, it waves, it's done. Perfect. But that's not the only thing it can do. Well, right now it is the only thing it can do, but I want to do more. More animations. We started idle, which is, you know, after initialization you idle. And then we trigger on the trigger, literally, called wave, which is basically a auto resetting boolean. Amazing. When our trigger is triggered, in code, it sends a signal to the wave animator, it plays the animation and then goes back to idle. So basically, there are going to be a lot of arrows going back and forth between these. I don't even know if the connection back is required, but I'm just going to leave it in, because in my head that makes perfect sense. And I haven't actually tried it yet without the connection back to idle. So let's first things first, update stream title real quick. New animation. Done. Okay, so we have wave, which is wave. So for I figured that first time chatters would get a wave. Hi. And maybe I'll add something like a hi user later. But that's for another time. Again, all these animations that you're about to see are generated. Just so you know. And if you can animate stuff and you want to help me, then, well, feel free to contact me. So, what is the next one we want to do? Let's do a thinking. And it opens up this beautiful screen. Interesting. That looks funny. Can't really see it, but because my head is in the way. That sounds really interesting. So I was thinking, looks up slightly, finger chin, making a thoughtful expression. Something like that. Slightly. Finger and chin. And lasts for about 3 seconds. Looks thoughtful. Generate. -5. Oh! It started you deducting points, the bastard. That looks fine, I think. Promote to you. Can I? No, not really. Just have to make you all bigger. Grab the inspector. Yep. Not where I wanted it to go. Thinking as the interesting. Need to redo the hair. I think I can manage that. I hope. And otherwise it's fine. I've seen modern video games do worse. So thinking and go into here. Did I just close my inspector? Oops. Get back here. Get back in place. There. Okay, I fixed it. Okay, select these two, make a transition, and then we make a transition back. And we need a new trigger. Parameters, trigger, think. I want to keep these simple because I have to reference them by code. So keep it stupid simple. Don't know what all these are. These were here long before I was. So we are going to switch over to two projects. One is Lisa Libraries, which actually has the thing required to send the initial request or the initial command. And it's as simple as calling it a wave command, and that's it. We do need to expand on this because it's pretty annoying to reflect into a XML payload and then figure out what it is. And this morning I figured out, wait, I can use an envelope for that. But I was too lazy to do it yesterday. So I need to go to scripts, I need to go to Windows, I need to go to both TCP command and communicator, because we will have to add a new command, which is the public class sit command. I saw that, it said sit. Public class wave command, think command. I already have the wave command. It's a TCP command, and it needs an override on command name. Fine, just your defaults. This is fine. This is all that's needed because we do not require anything back, and we don't need any other information from this. So we are going to add this to this command on this side to the commands on the library side. Doing perfect. And we're going to send thing command. That's it. That's all for this side. Just declaring the command and then setting up the test. You won't be seeing this again. But on the other side, this side is actually pretty annoying, because now at the TCP communication service, we need to figure out if my request is of the type whatever command. And right now, because I get string data, I can only ask if data contains a wave command, which is stupid. I will fix this another time because I do have an idea, but it's been a while since I actually made an envelope for this, and I can't remember if there were any loopholes in that. So we're going to do this quick and dirty right now. Contains name of thing command. Then we can copy most of this. One too many. Hold up. What's wrong? What's happening? There it is. Thing. Now these layers, maybe we need to change these because I actually made a modification. And I don't think the animator is showing it yet, or the code is actually the code is showing it yet. The animator does. So it used to have base layer and then composite with idle, but idle will be the future new one. So we don't need to ask what the layers are. We don't need to get the weights for these. We just say trigger animator, trigger the thing trigger, and do not change anything else. And then we wait 3 seconds. Actually, we don't need to wait 3 seconds anymore. So that means all this can go away. Less code, more better. I think this works. If I actually change the types on these. Okay, so if I press play, this will all get loaded in. Interesting. Why are you thinking already? Oh wait, because you don't actually have a right condition. Right now it was going from initializing to idle and then cycling between idle and thinking. Awesome. Now please only think on command. Okay, so I'm going to start. I'm going to send this over. Looks good to me, Chief. Let's go. Okay, that's pretty cool. Doesn't really do facials yet. That's something that needs to change eventually. I think I need to hop off because I feel very nauseous all of a sudden. Okay, tomorrow, next stream, we're going to dive solely into Unity and all the different animations we can do. Because right now, I'm going to go downstairs because I don't feel so good. Me not feel so good. So thank you all for watching. I hope it was very interesting, very entertaining, or at least very silly. And I see you all tomorrow, same time. Bye!
Take a leap of faith, you ain't got a ceiling, there's no need to be afraid. I'll try keep you safe, just keep your belief and give yourself some breathing space. You'll shoulder heavy burdens, feeling like you're on the verge. But one day you will change the world. Start